Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no one like, oh yeah, one like, oh yeah, no one like, oh yeah, no one, no one. Hello, how you doing? My angel, my one and only, the only one that I'm missing. Where they bring me joy and blessing.
Welcome to another installment of Unveiling Africa, one beautiful face at a time. This is the award-winning talk show here in the tri-state area, and I thank you all for coming or watching my show every week, and in some places bi-weekly, bringing you the very best of Africa, the most beautiful parts of Africa, the talents of Africa, the gorgeous scenery and stories from the hearts of those who belong and come from Africa. Today in our midst we have a wonderful lady by name of Miss Sandra Badaiki. Welcome so much, Sandra.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming to Unveiling Africa.
Thank you so much.
One fine face at a time.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about Sandra. Where do you come from in Nigeria? I know you're from Nigeria, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I come from a state called Edo State,
Okay.
formerly called Bendel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what part of Edo State are you from?
I'm from Ora, Ora.
Ora. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that's in the northern part of Edo State, which is like in the central, south central part of the Nigerian country. Tell me, what's your name? Do you have an African name? Because my audience likes to, my viewers like to know more about Africa by knowing their names, the culture, our style of dress, and and our foods that we eat. So, what's your African name?
My African name is Amy Lomo.
Amy Lomo. Oh, that sounds nice. What
Yeah,
does that mean?
Amy Lomo. Amy Lomo means no greater wealth than a child.
Oh, that's so nice. Like I told you, Africans name their children such unique names which have such significant meanings, and that's one of the reasons why names make an impact in our lives. Now tell me, what do you do in Nigeria?
I'm a publisher.
A publisher.
Yeah.
And what do you publish?
I publish magazines.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of them is we have here is, what's the name?
It's called Humanitarian Semils magazine.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how did you come about this name? Because when you talk about humanitarianism here in America, people get excited.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to know that here, right there in Africa, we're doing stuff like that. Things that touch the human heart. So tell me a little bit about your book or your magazine. Sorry.
Oh, the magazine focuses on humanitarians living in Nigeria and Nigerians in diaspora.
Okay.
And we're covering other African countries, people doing great things, touching lives in other African countries. So we feature people who are touching lives in Africa, most especially in Nigeria, what they're doing, how it's impacting the society, and how people are gaining from their effort.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
And what specifically in the few covers or magazine editions that you've had done, had out there, what have you covered specifically that will make a significant impact in our lives?
I featured one of our honorables in Nigeria,
Okay.
Abike Dabiri.
Okay.
She has done a lot of things for our society, done a lot of things for Nigeria, and currently she's the chairman diaspora in Nigeria. So it's something that I really wanted people to know what she does.
And what's her name again?
Abike Dabiri.
Dabiri, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And how long has she been doing this, and how has this impacted? Is it the women folk or the men or general everybody?
It's general.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, she's been doing it for years, right from when she was a newscaster on NTA.
Okay.
She was doing that, and from there she went into humanitarian services, and from there she went into politics.
Good.
And which she's touching lives right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Now tell me, in Nigeria, people say, do people read a lot? How is the literacy level? Why would you decide to do a magazine as opposed to maybe something else? Maybe baking or cooking for people, or looking after the motherless, or visiting the old folks. How did you come about doing a magazine when you know that the literacy level is not as high as they expect us to be in the western part of the world?
I have a flair for writing.
Okay.
I have a flair for writing.
Okay.
And people love to read magazines in Nigeria.
Okay.
As long
That's
as
good to know.
as
Because
long
many people don't think so.
as long as the page is attractive,
Yes.
the color combination is right,
Okay.
they'll want to buy it and
Which I
they'll
see
read.
here. Yeah.
So we try to add a little bit of entertainment, something interesting for them to read.
That fascinates them.
That fascinates them.
So
Yeah.
now tell me, when you do, when you're in Nigeria,
Yeah.
what exactly do you expect from your readers? You know, what do you expect feedback, and how do you continue to present fascinating stories to them?
I have I have writers
Okay.
both in America and in UK and in Nigeria.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we have a website where they could get to read our articles online.
And what's the website? Please tell me.
It's called www.semilsmagazine.com.
And spell Semils.
Semils.
Okay.
Yeah.
Semils. Semils.com.
Magazine.com.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So you all can find out more about it, even though you're in the diaspora in America here.
Yeah.
You can find out what's going on with Sandra's book magazines. I keep on saying book. Sandra's magazine in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so what are the different topics you cover? I know you do a section of food.
Yeah.
Some fashion. As you can see here, she's espousing our beautiful fashion.
Yeah.
You do things on healthcare.
Yeah.
And also for business minded people, right?
Yeah.
And how do you get these people to encourage, or to how do you encourage them to write in your magazines? Can anyone else do it out here in the diaspora? Because there might be people interested in contributing to your magazine.
First of all, when they see a young person doing something that they feel is big, they get interested.
Okay.
They want to know why you're doing it. They want to know how they could be part of it.
Okay.
They want to. A lot of people are looking for platforms where they can, put out their article for people to read.
Okay.
A lot of people are looking for a platform where they can speak their mind. So I'm giving them the platform to do so.
Oh, wow.
So it's a good thing. I just told there was a program in Nigeria called Nigerians in Diaspora Alumni Network.
Okay.
I was there, and they got so interested, and a lot of them wanted to write for me. In fact, they kept calling me, they kept mailing me, and it was amazing. I didn't need to struggle to get a writer to write for me. Yeah, so it was nice.
That's
yeah,
very interesting. And I've browsed through this and perused some of the information and the noteworthy contributing writers in
Yeah.
here. And I must say I'm very fascinated at the quality of the magazine, the work, the information, the general information, just generally for people here in the diaspora and also back home in Africa.
Yeah.
Now, how do you sustain yourself, and what legacy would you like to leave with a magazine like this, Humanitarian Semils?
what I want to do, legacy I like to leave. I like to leave a legacy whereby everybody sees giving as a way of life.
Oh, wow, I like that.
Yeah,
I
as a
like
way
that.
of life.
I like that.
Everybody has the mind to touch a soul and to promote humanity,
Precisely.
which actually is my logo, my motto. Promote a soul, touch a soul and promote humanity.
Wow.
That's my logo.
Touch a soul and
Promote
promote humanity.
Yeah.
I mean, that you couldn't have put it any better, And if more of you, people like you in the world today, I'm sure we'll have a much, much happier life and much better world. Especially for those who think Africa has nothing to offer the world.
Yeah.
This is fantastic what
Yeah.
you're doing,
Thank
and
you.
I embrace and I'm proud of you, and
Thank you.
I'm greatly honored to be in your presence.
Thank
that
you.
you have sat down to think about something, fundamentally, educationally important like this.
Thank you.
And from there, I need us to say, what's your favorite dish?
You mean Nigerian dish?
Yes.
I love the local pounded yam and black soup.
Wow.
That's my local delicacy.
Really. And
Yes.
what's black soup consisted of?
Black soup is made of bitter leaf, made of pumpkin leaves.
I don't know where pumpkin leaves
According
in Nigeria.
to pumpkin leaves. Then we have ugu leaves.
It's a kind of leaves
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Then water leaves.
Wow, that must
All
be
blended
very
together
nutritious.
with very nutritious. Actually, black soup is prepared. It's usually pepperish. It's prepared at times for people that are down with fever. If you're down with fever and you take black soup, you begin to sweat automatically, and the fever leaves you. Yeah.
Incredible.
It's for treatment
I
as well,
told you.
but very
I told
delicious.
you, even the food has some meaning, has some unique contribution to life in our countries. And also, what else do you like to eat?
I love rice.
Rice. Okay.
Life. I love rice.
Yeah. Tell me, okay, do you see, how do you see the interrelationships between the Americans or Westerners that you've come across and the way they react to us Africans? How do you see that? And what can you take out of it or work on or try to make better? Because we're all trying to live in one big global village.
Yeah.
So, I'm fascinated by people who come from home and how they interact with the diasporans and also the actual Westerners.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to mention this. The image that is projected of Africa, especially in the news, in the media, CNN precisely, it's always negative.
Oh my God.
They always show poverty, and that's the way most Americans see Africa to be.
That's why I do what I do. Unveiling Africa.
Yeah.
One beautiful face at a time.
So when I came, I wanted to hear the opinion of people. And the negativity that I hear from their conversation, they're like, oh, it's underdeveloped, the roads are not good, these people are suffering. They always relate to the poverty level. Then I told them, I said, Nigeria, all these cars that you see, we have them in Nigeria. In fact, once it comes out, Nigerians are the first to buy them. Nigerians are not suffering.
What economic power that's there in Africa, especially starting from Nigeria.
Nigerians are not suffering. At least we have farmers. Those are the people they consider the poor people, but they have food to eat. They have food to eat. Just the luxury of life. Most of them cannot afford the luxury of life. Doesn't mean that they are hungry.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I would not say there are some places that there is no poverty. There's poverty everywhere.
Yes.
Even in America, we still have beggars.
Right.
People who beg for food to eat.
Unfortunately.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. That's why we're doing what we're doing. To touch lives.
Yes.
To promote humanity.
To
improve their standard of living. And that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's
We're projecting that through humanity. And I'm trying to promote young people who are doing humanitarian services. Like the lady on the front page.
Yeah.
She's just 21.
Wow.
But she's touching lives in Africa.
Very good.
Children living with diabetes.
Oh, and that's a very big topic in Africa now.
Yes.
There's a lot of people are dying from diabetes. They're not properly trained to live with diabetes. They're not. They don't have the right foods or medicines or lifestyle.
Exactly.
Because you can live for like a good life.
Exactly.
With diabetes.
To be honest, in Nigeria, our major food comes from carbohydrate. Yes. We eat too much of carbohydrates. Oh. And the mentality we have is that it's only adults that have diabetes, but there are children living with diabetes, and it's killing them. So she's coming into the country to create awareness and to treat children living with diabetes.
Oh my goodness.
And it's commendable.
That is very commendable.
Honestly,
because
it's commendable.
Like you said, the adults are mostly the ones we think of,
yes,
but the children are out there too.
Exactly.
Because they have them called here, which they call juvenile diabetes.
Yeah.
And so back home, I have not heard much about that.
Yeah,
that is so interesting.
It's happening. Yeah, it's happening.
She's
doing
very,
that.
Very important to us.
Yeah.
A commendable figure, if I may say. And I'm glad for what giving her the platform to do this and to bring this awareness, because that's what I'm trying to do. Bring awareness of us here in the diaspora and back home in Africa, that we're not just looking for handouts. We are empowering people.
Yeah.
We're doing things for people, humanitarian wise, and many other ways. Economically, like she just said, we are the greatest traders or buyers
Yeah.
of most of the products out
Most
there
of the
today,
product, yeah.
you know. And what a phenomenal feat when the Western world knows how much consumers
But
they
the,
have in the country
but
of
the
Africa.
truth now is that a lot of them come to Nigeria to do business.
You see,
They realize that Nigeria is the biggest market so far
in Africa.
in Africa.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Did
Yeah.
you hear that? That's why we do what we do. Now, on a lighter note, what two countries? I know you travel a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, we're promoting Africa. So I always ask my guests, what two countries, if you had the opportunity to go to? I know you can go to more, and we encourage people to go many more places.
Yeah.
But I'm fascinated by the countries people choose
Yeah.
in Africa that they would
Yeah.
like to visit.
Yeah.
Because we like to expose and espouse more of the African
Yeah.
continent.
Yeah.
So what two countries are fascinate you now, right now, that you would like to go to? I will say, come on, Sandra, let's move on. Let's go visit and do some shows in Africa. What two
Okay.
countries would you like to visit?
Our neighbors, Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a popular one.
Ghana is a fascinating country. They're very interesting people, warm and friendly. They're just like Nigerians.
Okay.
So, South Africa.
Okay.
South Africa.
South Africa
Yes.
too. Yes.
South Africa.
I know.
I would like to go to so many other African
countries,
countries.
yeah.
Angola, explore the other parts of Africa.
yes.
Angola, Gambia,
That's my dream.
Namibia, all those countries, Ethiopia. You know, yeah.
Africa is a great place,
Yeah.
and a great continent, and I'm fascinated by what so much that we have to offer and showcase to the rest of the world. As we say, what can you tell the up and coming publishers or writers like you? How do you encourage them and empower them to become someone like Sandra and Humanitarian Semils?
It's one step at a time.
Okay.
First of all, put your dream intact.
Okay.
After putting your dream intact, do not procrastinate. Do something, even if you don't have the money to start the magazine. Keep your articles on ground.
Good.
Arrange them on ground.
You don't have money
get
to
it in
start
place.
anything like that.
Yes, get it in place. Do one thing at a time. If it's to register your company, register it. Save up for that.
Yes.
Register. That was how I started. I registered the company, and it took me 2 years to get it out.
money, yeah.
So I did that. I started creating awareness. I have a magazine.
Yes.
Then do something. Put on a website.
Okay.
If you don't have money for a website, you could do a blog or something
Yes.
where you talk about your magazine, you put articles online. From there, people get to know about you. Interested advertisers come to you. I want to advertise my magazine, my company in your magazine and all that. You charge them.
Yes.
You give them a bill.
Yes.
They pay. You start little, gradually. Procrastination is really bad. You keep procrastinating, and 5 years is
never
over.
get anything done.
5 years, 10 years, you don't do nothing. Yeah.
So step by step is
Yeah.
the answer. You've got to take baby steps. From baby steps, you will grow
Yeah.
to bigger and better productive things. And you don't have to have $1 million.
No.
And we encourage people to use their own resources, because I would not want to invest in anybody who's not sacrificed their
Yeah.
own resources.
Yeah.
So I would want to use my resources and then have people look up to me and say, you know what, she's serious about this.
Yeah.
So let's help her.
Yeah.
Let's encourage her to do the best. So thank you so much, and I really applaud you
Thank
for this.
you.
Not just a magazine, a fashion magazine, a beauty magazine, but humanitarian, touching lives, touching people's lives
Yeah.
beautifully. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
You can always touch a life just
Yeah.
by one little baby step.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for what you do for for Nigeria and ultimately for Africa.
Thank you very
And I
much.
hope that this will, just empower the rest of the world, the rest of our youths, to look up to people like you and
Yeah.
say, you know what, we can do this too.
Yeah.
And what a better world it would be if everyone looked out for the next person.
Yeah.
Be our brother's keeper, our sister's keeper. We don't have to have money and hide it. We don't have to have money and show off.
Yeah.
We should use our money, our resources, our talents. It might not even be money, but talents. Like this young lady, she's using her nursing degree
Yeah.
and skills to empower young ones
Exactly.
who need who need to, be empowered and to be exposed and trusted to take care of themselves, and our future generation.
Yeah.
And what better people to worry about but the future,
Yeah.
which is the youths,
The
and
youths.
the young ones. Now in Nigeria, how do you see the youths today? Are they motivated? Are they empowered? And what can we do about that?
In Nigeria today, entrepreneurs are springing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One major issue in the country was unemployment.
I heard that.
Yeah.
It was a big
Unemployment.
Yeah.
And it's a big problem. So youths are tired of staying at home.
Oh no.
So automatically they become entrepreneurs. They think of one thing to do. Let me start selling this.
Oh.
Let me
wow.
do buying and selling.
Yes.
Let me do this, let me do that. Before you know it, everybody's an entrepreneur.
You know,
Everybody is selling
see?
something.
So you don't have to wait for the government. You don't
Yeah.
have to wait for the government to take care of you or the country to take care of you. You empower yourself.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was so proud about the president here in America.
Yeah.
JFK, when we did his 50th anniversary
Yeah,
of his assassination. God rest his soul. But one of the things he did hit on was you will have to. Not wait for your country to do anything for you. Do not ask your country to do anything for you.
Yeah.
But you go out there and do for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's what you're saying is fantastic, and I applaud you for saying or bringing that to the forefront. What else are they doing out there? I know entertainment is a biggie.
Entertainment is key now. The movie industry, the music industry
Yes.
is key now.
Wow.
A lot of talents are coming from Nigeria. Nigerians are winning awards, BET awards and all that. So it's fantastic. Entertainment, movie, and so many other things happening. Yeah.
Okay. And I say this to say that it's not just the glamour itself. I hope the entertainers are looking to give back to
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah.
And one of the ways they do that is what?
What we're doing, we have upcoming events to buttress what we're doing.
Okay.
We have an event called Color, Beauty and Confidence. What we're trying to do is to color the lives of the less privileged, give them beauty and build their confidence.
Oh,
So we're going to be using people for that event. We're going to be using sponsors, investors for the event, and we'll go to the streets, we'll pick out hawkers, people that hawk, wheelbarrow pushers, those that push.
Is really
Yeah.
phenomenal.
We'll pick them, we'll transform them, give them a new look,
Whoa.
makeover.
I cannot wait to see that.
Give them a makeover before and after, build their confidence. You know,
Yes.
if you wear a new dress, you know how you work.
Yes.
You feel good about yourself.
That's
So
true.
imagine people that don't wear new clothes. Their confidence is down. Low self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Just imagine giving them a makeover.
Okay.
It builds their confidence.
Right.
And we're going to be doing youth empowerment as well.
Okay.
Program, and we'll also do skills acquisition for these people we're going to pick on the street.
Right.
When we do the skills acquisition, we'll give them something to start up,
Wow.
and we follow them up.
I cannot
So it's going to
wait
be
see
a
this. It's gonna be
yearly
phenomenal.
event.
Yeah. And what is it called again?
Color, beauty, confidence.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I really look forward to doing that. And
The CCB project.
CCP for
CCB,
B, okay.
yeah.
CCB project.
Yeah.
So you can go on her website again, which is semilsmagazine.com and tap into all these resources and all this information she's giving to you. And I trust that you will also be able to contribute to her project
Yeah.
so that she will do more for our society, especially the youths who are the future of the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
And what better way to start but to do it with a magazine that will empower our youths and our future generation.
Yeah.
And I thank you so much that you've thought even of considering them, because usually in the scheme of events, those are the last people we touch or think
Yeah.
about. Now, how do you? I know we talked a lot about the youths. What about the elderly? Because that's another huge group of people that we're neglecting these days. Have you ever thought or considered that maybe you should do that?
Yes. We want to have an event. It's like letting the cat out of the bag. We want to have an event for the old people as well. An event to give them a sense of belonging.
Yes.
You know, once you get old and you feel like you're helpless, people hold you to work. You're looking forward to the day you die. You're just thinking that death is around the corner. So nothing excites them anymore. So we want to bring back that excitement. Bring back the youth in them. Back to memory lane. And that's what we want to do. So it's going to be for next year as well. Wow. We're working on that, but CCB project first before that.
As we close out, and and we say goodbye for today's production event, do you have anything else to say about your magazine, about your person, about what your legacy you want to leave for the youths coming up, or for the country, for the continent of Africa?
I want everybody, young, old, to keep touching lives. Make a difference in the life of people. A smile a day is not too small. It's not too big. Give someone a smile and make other people smile. It makes a whole lot of difference.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. And you're really right. A smile, just a little smile, a wink, walking down the street, just uplifts and empowers and enlivens everyone. And what a beautiful world it would be if we all just, had a little heart for one another. Thank you. Thank you so very much. As always, I thank you, my viewers and audience, and all those who find me fascinating and Unveiling Africa fascinating. I thank you for making me a part of your lives, and for letting me come into your home, bringing the very best of Africa. People like Sandra with Humanitarian Semils magazine, bringing the very, very best of Africa to let you know that we are people too, and we do encourage and applaud and empower others. Thank you for watching my award-winning talk show, Unveiling Africa. People like you make me who I am, and I thank you for watching my show. You can find me on my website, unveilingourafrica.com, for future events and also locations on where you can find the show. Thank you again, and have a beautiful day. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.
Hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, one life, oh yeah, one life, oh yeah, no one life, oh yeah, no one,